Hello everyone, Mighty Benaya here with another video on the 100 map solo run. And as you can see, things have gone according to plan, but not necessarily as great as I would have liked. So right now, I have 15 troops guarding this territory, which is the hot gates, the entrance to my new backline. I am now um, the country that I destroyed. I am my own worst enemy now. So what I have done thus far, I considered going down into South Africa and using Southern Rhodesia as more of a buffer state, but instead of doing that yet, because I only have the 16 troops that are here, he has taken all of this territory. So originally he's taken this, which was my capital, this, and this. I can't quite get it. There it is. So he's taken all of my original territory, and I have this territory. So I am essentially starting from scratch, down a bunch of troops, down a bunch of resources, but I do have a railroad, and I have an artillery on the way. And my capital is being built here. I considered rushing my capital, but I was not able to rush it before day change. So I did experience 1 day change worth of morale penalty, and at a negative 40 penalty, it's pretty steep. But I won't experience the day change again. So instead of rushing the capital, I am rushing this. I have already rushed the tier 2 factory here. And the reason that I am rushing the tier 2 factory is I need to be able to get artillery out. So that decreases the time, as we talked about a couple of videos ago. It decreases the time on artillery by 6 hours instead of 12 hours, but it also gives me a place to increase my fort. So as long as I'm working on the factory, I cannot work on the fort that I want to build here. And since this is my hot gates, I am queuing up all of the forts. I need to hunker down and make sure that he can't break through this section, because if I'm getting artillery in 1 day, he is going to have artillery in 1 day. He's not going to get it here. The factory that I was building here was destroyed, but as was the railroad, was severely damaged. He may be working on it, but he probably is going to get cruisers here, which means he's going to try to attack my backline, or he may be building artillery there. But in order to capture anything on my backline, he's got to go all the way around with his troops, because I don't believe he has access. He doesn't have right of way in all of that. And that is the only the only factory that he has is this one right here. And since I have 2 factories, I should be able to slowly take back what is mine and maybe take what is his. Who is this? Italian Libya was gifted. No. Italian Libya took it from Congo. Congo is down his cap. Okay, so I might be able to work some magic here, because Portuguese Angola is allied with Italian Libya. So I might be able to get Belgian Congo to revoke Angola's right of way. And if I can do that, then I can advance here without having to deal with right of way issues. Interesting. Okay, I will need to do some diplomacy there. I don't know that that will work, but it might be an effective way to make some progress. Um, I will definitely want to, at some point, when I have the capability of moving this far, I will definitely want to move at least into these two provinces. So I have a two-stage defensive line instead of a three-stage defensive line. But what I will probably end up doing, once I have some confidence that I will be able to, I will take this province first because it's got my barracks, and I don't want him to have my barracks. Um, and then I will take this province, um, and then I'll take this province, and my border will move up one as long as I can get Belgian Congo to revoke right of way with Angola. I only have one territory that he can go through, and that will be my new hot gates. But then my other focus will be to eliminate South Africa, partially for territory, but also partially just so that I am not experiencing morale issues from being at war with two countries. As you can see, my energy is now my problem. I am low on energy. I have no gas. They took my double gas. And I am burning coal to save up on oil so that I can sell it for a higher margin later on. Coal is usually reasonably cheap the whole game. I do not have railroads throughout, so I did have a railroad here and my railroad here, but now I just have the one railroad. So we'll see what happens. Game's not over. It's going to take him 35 troops to break down this fort as of right now. And in one day, and well, less than that because I'll rush that fort. In a day, I will have a level 2 fort there. And in one day and 7 hours, I will have another artillery there. So, or not another artillery, an artillery there. And I've got another one cooking over here. And it'll be done the next day or two later. So I have a shot. It's a long shot, and he is going to be generating a lot more troops than I am because he has so many more territories. But if I can get these guys up here to start attacking down. Oh, another interesting. Okay. I wonder how that happened. How Belgian Congo got all the way up here? Are they at peace? No, they're not at peace. I looked and they were at war. So how did Belgian Congo get that? Let's look at the Captain Braithwaite. Interesting. Okay. I'm not exactly sure what's going on with Belgian Congo. I don't know how he got this territory up here. That's interesting. But I do know that he is at war with British Nigeria and Italian Libya, and Portuguese Angola is allied with them. So they are moving troops through Portuguese Angolan territory, and he is remaining, continuing the right of way. And he's staying at war with Anglo-Egyptian Sudan, which probably is a mistake. He probably needs to ally this player over here, Abyssinia wanted to start a coalition, and their coalition is currently just him, I believe. Unless he got somebody to join him. Yeah, no. It's just him, Mavericks. And he asked me to join. I don't know if he asked Belgian Congo to join or not. I told him that I wanted to see who else joined his coalition before I made any decisions whatsoever. Being as diplomatic as possible, but also refraining from joining a coalition. And not outright lying to him. I don't like outright lying, but I can be, vague and deceptive. So Congo really needs to work with Sudan and Abyssinia to get some reinforcements, because he's going to go down pretty quick, especially since he's now pretty much surrounded by a coalition that is hostile to him. That is really interesting. But focusing on myself, I am fortifying the hot gates. I am building artillery for a counteroffensive. Eventually, right now, Angola has more casualties than I do, but he also has more troops than I do, and he has better troop regeneration than I do. I do have a single barracks here. I'm going to maintain that barracks. My morale is low, but I will have a capital built soon. If you want to see how this turns out, how this essentially day one country against a day 11 country turns out, go ahead and subscribe so that you can be notified whenever I post a new video. Soli Deo Gloria. Until next time.